Welcome to AssistMyTeam software. In this demonstration, we will explore how to convert and export your SharePoint list items, attachments, and documents to PDF files in bulk or on demand using the AssistMyTeam SharePoint to PDF converter software. Once installed, the SharePoint to PDF converter app can be launched from your Windows Start menu. This is the SharePoint to PDF converter app. The first step is to choose and link your SharePoint site to the app. Click SharePoint Login button from the toolbar or from the link on this panel. This will prompt you with a login where you will need to enter the SharePoint URL. You need to also choose an authentication mode, for example, Microsoft 365, and enter your user email address. The SharePoint to PDF converter app comes with a simple and familiar Windows Explorer-like user interface, where all the SharePoint lists and document libraries and folders of your SharePoint site are shown in a tree view structure. Clicking a SharePoint list would display all the list items in this view control. Likewise, clicking a SharePoint document library or folder would display all the documents in this view control. This arrangement provides you with seamless access to your SharePoint items and documents, where they can be converted and exported to PDF documents instantly. Chapter 1. Convert and export chosen SharePoint list items, attachments to PDF on demand. In this conversion mode, we can selectively export a single or multiple chosen SharePoint list items or attachments to PDF. For example, to export a single list item to PDF, just right-click the list item and choose Export Selected Item to PDF from the context menu. If the selected list item has attachments, the app will prompt you to choose how the attachments are outputted. For instance, we can choose to convert each attachment to their own PDF file. We can also choose the option to extract the attachment to disk in its original format as a separate file. Or, we can choose to embed the attachments in their original format to the PDF. If we want all the attachments to be combined with the list item as pages in one PDF file, we can choose Combine Item and Attachments to one PDF file. This will produce one long, continuous PDF file containing both the list item and its attachments. For this example, let's try to convert each of the attachment to own PDF file. To export multiple list items to PDF files in a single click, right-click the chosen list items of a SharePoint list and press Export Selected or Checked Items to PDF options from the context menu accordingly. The app will prompt you to choose and further customize the PDF, export, and attachment options. For this example, let us choose to convert each of the selected SharePoint list item to their own PDF file. And with regards to the attachments, let us choose to embed the attachments to the PDF file of the list item in their original format. Chapter 2. Convert and export chosen SharePoint documents to PDF on demand. In this conversion mode, we can selectively export a single or multiple chosen SharePoint documents to PDF. To export a single document to PDF, select that document, right-click and choose Export Selected Document to PDF from the context menu. Depending on the chosen SharePoint document type, the app may prompt you with further conversion options before converting the document to PDF. For instance, if you have chosen a compressed zip file, you would be prompted to choose how the inner files within the zip document are processed. You can choose to convert each inner file to own PDF file or combine all the files within the zip to a single one PDF file. Similarly, if you have chosen a SharePoint MSG document, the app will prompt you how the attachments of the email will appear in the converted PDF document. For example, you can choose to convert each attachment of the MSG email to own PDF file, or merge email and attachments to one PDF file, or embed the attachment to the PDF, or extract the attachments in their original format to your disk. We can also convert and export multiple SharePoint documents to PDF in a single click. Simply right-click the chosen SharePoint documents and from the context menu, click Export Selected or Checked Documents to PDF accordingly. Here in this dialog box, the app will prompt you to choose the PDF export options for these multiple documents. That is, you can choose to convert each of the chosen SharePoint document to their own PDF file, or convert and combine all the chosen documents to one PDF. For this example, let us choose to combine all the chosen documents to one PDF file. Optionally, we can also include the metadata of the chosen documents to the PDF by enabling this option. Now, let us convert to PDF. Chapter 3. Convert all list items of a SharePoint list to PDF. At times, what you may need is only to convert all the list items of a particular SharePoint list to PDF files. To achieve this, simply click the particular list from the SharePoint Site Tree view to display all the list items in the View container on the right side. And click Export SharePoint List as PDF, located on the extreme right corner of the View control. Here, you have multiple options for PDF conversions of the list items and their attachments. In Option 1, we convert each SharePoint list item to own PDF file. By default, each list item in the selected SharePoint list will be converted to their own PDF file without their attachments. If you want the attachments to be part of the exported PDF file, you can choose one of the following options. Convert each attachment to its own PDF file, or extract each attachment to disk in its original format as a separate file, or embed the attachment in its original format within the PDF file of the list item, or combine all attachments into one PDF file separated from the PDF file of the list item. Or, lastly, combine all the attachments along with the list item as pages to one long, continuous PDF file. For this demonstration, let us choose the last option, combine all the attachments to the list item to one PDF file. In Option 2, we can combine all the SharePoint list items into one PDF file, and the generated PDF file will bear the name of the SharePoint list by default. As an illustration, if the name of the SharePoint list is Issues, the resultant PDF file will be named as issues.pdf. Optionally, you can configure how the attachments of the list items will appear in the one PDF file. In the first choice, merge each attachment as pages with the PDF. In the second choice, extract the attachments to their original format as separate files in your disk. In the third choice, each attachment can be embedded in their original format in the PDF. For this demonstration, let us choose Merge Attachment as Pages to the PDF file. And this is how a single one PDF file, generated by combining all the list items and attachments of a particular SharePoint list, looks like in PDF Reader software. Chapter 4. Convert all documents of a SharePoint document library to PDF. If you have selected a SharePoint document library or folder, you can export all the documents within the library or folder by clicking Export Document Library as PDF. From the dialog box, you have multiple options for PDF conversions of the documents. In the first option, you can convert each document of a particular SharePoint document library or folder to own PDF file. In the second option, all the documents of the selected SharePoint document library or folder will be combined and merged to one PDF file. And the generated PDF will bear the name of the SharePoint document library or folder by default. For example, if the name of your SharePoint document library or folder is Documents, the resultant PDF file will be named as documents.pdf. And this is how a single one PDF file, generated by combining all the documents of a particular SharePoint document library, looks like in PDF Reader software. Chapter 5. Convert whole SharePoint site to PDF. In this mode, you can perform bulk conversion of all the lists, document libraries, and folders of your SharePoint site to PDF format. Simply click the Export Sites as PDF, located just above the SharePoint Tree View control. Here, you have three options for PDF conversions of each SharePoint list item, attachment, and document. In the first option, each list item or document in the SharePoint site will be converted to their own PDF file. For SharePoint List, if you want the attachments to be part of the exported PDF file, you can choose one of the following possibilities, which we have discussed previously. For our example, let us choose to embed fourth option, embed the attachments in its original format within the PDF file of the list item. Notice, the app outputs the PDF files and places them in same folders hierarchy as that of your SharePoint site. In the second option, you can combine all the list items or documents of each SharePoint list or document library and merge to a single, one PDF file. And the generated PDF will bear the name of the SharePoint list or document library or folder. For instance, if the name of your SharePoint list is Issues, the resultant PDF file will be named as issues.pdf. For SharePoint List, optionally, you can configure how the attachments of the list items will appear in the one PDF file. You can choose one of the following possibilities. Each attachment is appended as PDF pages and merged with the PDF of the list item. Or, each attachment is extracted to their original format as separate file in your disk. Or, each attachment is embedded in their original format in the PDF. For this demonstration, let us choose the third choice, extract attachments separately. And here is the output folder. As we can see here, the app maintains the structure of your SharePoint site in the output folder. And in each folder, there is a PDF file containing all the list items or documents of the corresponding SharePoint list or document library. And for SharePoint list, the attachments are extracted and outputted in a separate subfolder. In third and last option, all the SharePoint list items and documents from all lists and document libraries of your SharePoint will be combined and merged together to produce one long, single PDF file. Here, you can configure what to do with the attachments of the items of your SharePoint lists. That is, you can choose one of the following possibilities. Append as PDF pages to merge with a single PDF. Or, extract and save the attachments in their original formats as separate files in your disk. Or, embed the attachments in their original formats into the single PDF. For this demonstration, let us choose to append the attachments as PDF pages to the one PDF file. By default, the generated PDF file will bear the name of the SharePoint site. You can, of course, customize the name here. And click Convert to generate the PDF file. And this is how a single one PDF file, generated by combining all the SharePoint lists and document libraries and folders of your SharePoint site, looks like in PDF Reader software. Chapter 6. Basket Feature. Convert and combine assorted mix of SharePoint items to one single PDF. The basket feature of the AssistMyTeam SharePoint to PDF Converter app makes it very easy to combine any SharePoint items, attachments, documents along with your local files to one single PDF file. All you need to do is drag and drop SharePoint items, attachment, documents, or local files of interest to the basket control. Alternatively, you can use Add the files from your computer to the basket by clicking the plus button located just below the basket control. You can rearrange the sequence of the SharePoint items, attachments, documents, and local files in the basket by dragging and dropping each of the SharePoint items or file to the intended position of the queue. Or you can use the up and down buttons to arrange the sequence of the chosen item or file. There are two ways in which the SharePoint attachment, document, or local file can be combined to one PDF file, as PDF pages or as PDF attachment. Firstly, the app by default will combine each of the added item, document, or file as PDF pages if the format is supported. If it is an unsupported file type, the app will embed the document or file in their original format as attachment to the PDF instead. You can, of course, customize how each of the supported file in the basket appear in the merged PDF file. Simply, double-click the item in the basket or click this button. This will pop up a dialog box where you can choose if the selected file in the basket will be merged as PDF pages or embedded as attachment. If you choose to embed the selected file as PDF attachment, you will see the confirmation reflected in the list in light red background. Note that any unsupported file types in the basket will be embedded as PDF attachments, even if you had explicitly configured it to be merged as PDF pages. So, the app makes sure all the files in the queue list make through the merged one PDF file. As you build up the SharePoint items or files on the basket, and once you have them all, you can then combine them all into one PDF file using the Combine Basket to One PDF button. Depending on the number of SharePoint items and documents, this may take a while. The end result is a one long PDF file containing those selected documents in the sequence you have selected. Notice the SharePoint items, attachments, documents, and local files are combined in the same order and sequence as in the basket list. Chapter 7. Apply keyword search and filters. Here, you can perform a quick search for matching keywords against the list of items, attachments, or documents. Any matching items or documents will be highlighted in light red background, making it easier to identify and process these items of interest to PDF. So far, we have seen how to export all or selected SharePoint list items or documents of a SharePoint to PDF files. Instead of that, you can choose to perform a keyword search and apply filters and only perform the bulk conversions of those list items or documents in the SharePoint site that fulfill the search parameters to PDF format. To do that, click the Filter button available on top of the View Container box. A dialog box for the search pop-ups, enabling you to input keyword search in the title or in other fields. You can also filter by matching the author in the Created By field or the editor. Additionally, you can specify a time duration to restrict the items and documents that fall between the start and end date. After applying the filters, the filter icon will change with a green tick mark, and the background color of the View Container box will also be in green. Furthermore, to show your list items and documents, check the option Show My Items, available at the bottom right corner of the app. Chapter 8. Watermark and Security Password. You can apply a watermark to each page of the converted PDF file in the form of a text or an image. In addition, you can apply a security password to protect and limit certain operations on the converted PDF file by users. Let's apply all these security settings to a PDF exported from this particular list item. And let's open the PDF and see how it looks like and behave in our PDF viewer software. This concludes this video demonstration. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us.